Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, I would like to explain about one of the topic under organism and population. Some of the introduction part of organism and population, and then in the environment abiotic factor. One of the environmental abiotic factor, light, how it will shows the influence of on the organisms. Okay, what is in this video introduction of organism and population, and then one of the abiotic factor of environmental abiotic factor. Everybody concentrate on board organism and population. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ video how one single organism and population, how they are interacting with the environmental issues, that environmental factors, what is the link between the environmental factors and organisms and population we learned. In this video here, ecology, already ecology definition we studied. Ecology means interaction between the organisms themselves along with the environmental influence, or nothing but how one individual organism or group of organisms interaction within them, and then it is how it is interacting with the environment. That is ecology. That ecology word is given by the Ernest Haeckel. The word ecology word is given by the Ernest Haeckel. Ecology tells about ecosystem. Ecosystem. System means a systematic arrangement of the biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic and abiotic. Already in the previous videos, what are the abiotic factors? What are the biotic factors? We known. So he come here. This as like Ernest Haeckel, in our India, Ramdo Mishra is one of the greatest ecologist. So that's why we called as a father of Indian ecology. Father of Indian ecology, Ramdo Mishra. First in our India, 1984, they established Ministry of Environment and Forest. Adikku munnadi there is no any care about environment and their forest, because of a lot of biodiversity is misused and then extincted of some of the different organisms. So by the recognition of the something threat, so that's why in the 1984 they established the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Those ministry is giving the significance to the how to maintain the good forest in India wise. Okay, so now come to the next point. Here biome. Already in the last video, what is the biome? We heard it. On the last video, what I said, several biomes in present in our India. So what are that different biomes we want to know? See, here I mentioned major biomes in the different places. What are that places? Not only India, in the world wise, based on the several factors, the land spaces we consider into the biomes. What are that biomes? We see here, we want to know. So before that, here biome is a large unit delimited by the a specific climate. This is the what is very most important. That place, a particular place having the specific climatic zone, having the a particular major vegetation. A particular major vegetation means a particular type of flora, a particular type of flora, and that based on the flora only fauna will be dependence. Because of what type of flora is there, based on that flora means nothing but plants. So the plant dependent organisms are present in fauna. Okay, so biome is a particular unit place, that unit place having the specific climatic zone, that particular major vegetation. Okay, that along with a particular major vegetation and fauna. Okay, then here climate explanation time, we want to understand three words: weather and climate and microclimate. Oftenly we are using these three words. Today weather report in the news channels, where climatic conditions, my place climatic conditions are so good comparing with other, like that we are using microclimate. When you understand these three words meaning, we will be say what is the climatic conditions of particular biome. So here come with the weather. A weather is a short term property of atmosphere at given place and given time. Nothing but today it is a particular time, that Namakkal place is a particular time, particular place, what is the condition of climate, that tells about the weather. Okay, here come with the next line, that is a climate. Climate is different, it is a long term property of atmosphere. Okay, nothing but a 6 months in the Tamil Nadu, how it will the weather is present, it is cold, very temperate, like that. So that will tells about the long term property of atmosphere. State wise something different climate we will observe. Weather time just on particular time, on the particular day, that weather report they will give the every day. Okay, maximum and minimum temperature, coldness, they will be say in the news channels. And then microclimate. In the microclimate tells about climatic conditions present at the local scale with an area and limitized. Okay, limit size. Nothing but when you seen anything Google map or our Android phones, always they are representing maybe tomorrow it is this type of temperature maybe will be causes, or today at present time today temperature, now temperature 23 degrees centigrade. So particularly one point of the time, it is tells about the microclimate of particular place. Okay, then see, understand kadana weather, climate and microclimatic variations. And then here come with environment. What it is environment? Already yesterday I said, environment means when you take one organism, for example my body or any your body are as a organism, one single organism. So around the organism, what are the different organisms are there along with that individual of organism, along with the organisms, living things, what are the different environment conditions, surrounding places, surrounding things, that and all total comes under environment. So here environment containing with the biotic and abiotic factors. Already in the last video you seen what are the biotic and abiotic factors, correct na? So environment is nothing but a combination of the biotic and along with the abiotic factors present around the organism, a particular individual, okay, or a group of organisms. Now that environment show the influence on the organisms because of just take it temperature. If the temperature is raised or fall down, that temperature rising and fall down show the something influence of on our body, our behavior, correct only na? So one of the environmental factor shows the influence on the organisms, not only temperature, not only rain, that is also one of the environmental factor. okay, or else pressure, the cyclones, these and all happen by the these pressure only, okay. So whatever it is, so all environmental factors present around the one organism, that environmental factor shows the influence of organism lifestyle, that various ways, not at a time, in all organisms in the same way, different ways, okay. So here we want to, when you discuss about these three things want to know. One is a climate, already climate wise we see here. Next one, topographical. Topographical, it is that tells about geographical condition, and last class we seen on the earth divided into the several partitions by the land, longitudinals and then altitudes, okay. Equator after tropical after subtropical, mala, what it is there, polar. So that climatic conditions based on the altitudes, that will tells about the topographical, okay, geographical condition. Next one, edaphic, it is tells about soil, particularly regarding to the soil nature, because of different soils are present in different geographical places. Generally in the Tamil Nadu itself, several soils, red soil, black soil, mud soil, sand soil, like that. So edaphicness, these nature will tells about the what type of the texture of the soil, okay, and then pH of the soil, what are the pH, based on the pH only that soil will be useful for cultivation or not, we can able to predict. Already climate, topographical nature we discussed here. Edaphic, this will tells about the soil, regarding soil, because different geographical conditions, different type of soil we find it. So here in the Tamil Nadu itself we find it several soils, black soil, red soil, mud soil, sand soil. That soil indicates what type of different vegetation, what type of plants will grown on that soil, okay. That based on that soil texture, soil pH, that and all under edaphic nature of the soil, okay. So the environmental time, these three things we should be remember, okay. Now then come with a major different type of biomes in different places. See here, when we discussing about the biomes having the particular climate, that climate contains light intensity, what type of light, and then what type of temperature, how much temperature is there. Along with the temperature, precipitation, one word here in this place I wrote, precipitation. Precipitation tells about how much rainfall in the annually in the particular place, okay. Precipitation tells about the rainfalls and some how much coldness is there, how much coldness. So precipitation is nothing but it is a rainfall and then coldness. See, when discussion time you will get some idea. First one, tropical rainy forest, next savannas and desert and temperate grasslands, deciduous forest, tundras and taigas. These and all different major biomes. How they are differentiated, all these biomes based on their climatic conditions, what type of vegetation is there, See, by hearing of these word rainforest, we can able to find it. That place, that rainy forest are containing with a fuse quantity of rainfalls in the annually. So here see this tropical rainy forest having the temperature 23 to 27 degrees centigrade, that is a minimum to maximum temperature, and then rainfalls, how much rainfalls is there in the annually, 200 to 350, that is a maximum level of precipitation, okay. Rainfall means nothing but precipitation only now. So in this type of places, what type of vegetation is there? Multi-stored vegetation. It is not at one type of vegetation, all different kind of plants, we can see when the different type of plants identified in particular places, different type of fauna also will be there. So based on the vegetation only fauna will be follow means they are shows the different variety of fauna. Okay, that is about tropic rainy forest. Now come with savannas. This is nothing but grasslands. This is nothing but grasslands. That grasslands develop that several places, I mean different geographical places occupying with a grass, not to have any biggest trees, simply grass. The land upper layer is covered with grassland. Cattle are grazing in these places. Okay, so here comparing with tropical rainy forest, something less precipitation is there. How much precipitation? 90 to 150 percentage cm centimeters rain. Always precipitation is measuring in the centimeters. Okay, in the annual they will measure it. And then what type of vegetation is there? Here shrubs, very small height containing shrubs, small trees. Very especially in this place C4 plants are very more in savannas. You know what are the C4 plants? Crunch anatomy, 11th standard you are all studied in botany. Crunch anatomy containing plants we called as a C4 plants. Those and all more efficient to the carbon dioxide fixation. Correct na? So that type of plants are present in savannas. Then come to the next one, desert. What is the third one? Desert. Already we know what are the characteristics of the desert. Here 25%, I mean 25 centimeters precipitation is there in the desert places. Here two type of deserts are there, cold deserts, hot deserts. Here cold desert time, morning time that desert temperature it is high temperature only, but in the night time the desert temperature will be fall down in the 0 degrees. Okay, sometimes it is going to the below 0 also. So such a type of deserts we call as a cold deserts. Here hot deserts, always they are maintain the something high temperature. Okay, atmosphere temperature is very more. Okay, then a true desert, already we know na deserts are very less precipitation, which place are having the very less water falls, rainfalls, that is called desert. So here true deserts are having the below 12 centimeters of rainfall in the annually. So which places contains or shows very less precipitation, rainfalls below than the 12 centimeters, that's we consider into the deserts. Okay, understand no? What type of places, what type of different biomes, what are their precipitation and temperature, what type of plants. Here in desert what type of vegetation is there, Nana? What type of which plants can able to tolerate the water scarcity, such a type of opensia, such a that opensia plant leaves are totally modified into the spines. So which plants can able to tolerate the less water supply or water scarcity. So water scarcity adapted plants only we can see in the desert. Along with that which animals can able to tolerate the water problems, such a nothing but a camels, that and all present in the desert. And then come with the next one, temperate grassland. Temperate grassland, it is already grassland. Here also savannas also grassland, but it is different from this. Here these grasslands are present at the place of the somewhat of temperature places. It is a somewhat of cool places. Okay, see here temperate grasslands, these temperate grassland perennial means what it is, many more years. Annual, perennial means if the grasslands are maintain the greenery in the several years, such a type of grasslands we called as a perennial grasslands, that we called as a temperate grasslands. Okay, that in this place lot of herbs, shrubs, that is a total land is occupying by the bushes. Okay, that is not at normal soil is not at exposing to the our eyes, totally covered with greenery, green. So in that places choose number of grazing animals can survival in that place. Grasslands, because of that is a grassland. And then deciduous forest. These deciduous word only will give the information. Deciduous means a shut out. Okay, in this time I will recall reproduction time our placenta also deciduous placenta. Because of pasteurization time placenta will come out. So here come to that our topic. Deciduous means fall down or shut out. So some of the forest trees by the seasonally they are lose their leaves. So such a forest we call as a decidual forest. That deciduous forest having the exhibit the 75 to 150 centimeters precipitation. Precipitation anna theriyum kadana rainfalls. And then that deciduous forest characteristics lost their leaves during the autumn season. Always autumn season leaves will shut out because of autumn season gradually increasing the temperature. If the more temperature is there in the atmosphere mean automatically the leaves onwards a lot of water will be evaporated. So for avoiding that one they are lose their leaves. Okay, again it will be reproduce. Then now come with the next one, tundra and taiga. These and all polar places. Tundras having the lesser than indication lesser than 25 centimeter precipitation. Those and all having the long cold winter. They are having the long cold winter and short summer. In these tundras are having the one type of especially they are filled with the lakes. Okay, filled with lakes. That lakes are exhibit the permafrost. Permafrost. What are that permafrost? Subsoil. It is always in the frozen condition. Topmost soil in the summer season it will be melt out, liquid water will be available. But subsoil below the top layers, everything always in the frozen. Such a nature we call the permafrost. Okay, then next one, taigas. Here taigas are having the long winter with less precipitation, very less precipitation. Here some little bit precipitation is there. Comparing with the tundras, taigas are very less precipitation. In these places also just like different type of plants. Because of this place also leaves will be modified into the several spines madari. Cone bearing trees. Just example, hemlock like plants we can see in the major taigas. These are the major type of biomes. Understand? Then come to the next. See here at the beginning of the topic I said one of the abiotic factor how it will influence of organisms we want to discuss in this video. That abiotic factor is a light. Light is a physical abiotic factor. That one how it will influence the organisms, living things. See here I mentioned photosynthesis. Photosynthesis wise light is necessary. By the light presence only photosynthesis will be happens. And then plants will be shows a transpiration by the light based on the light influence only. And plant showing the flowering based on the light influence only. And seed germinations, these and all done by the influenced by the light only. So here these abiotic factor show the influence on the life or living thing activities. So photosynthesis everyone very well known, and transpiration lose the water vapor from the plant body surface, plant stomata onwards, leaf onwards. And flowering morning time all plants will bloom, or sometimes seasonally also it will bloom. In winter season some of the flowers are blooming. So totally that flower blooming totally depends upon the light. Of course some of the phytohormones also play an important role, but here it is influenced by the light. And then seed germination. Now these and all top these four are regarding to the plant. Now pigmentation, it is regarding to the animals. our body color influenced by the light. How it will influence us? Just you are all experienced in our general life. When our body is exposing to the long time into the light, automatically our skin will become a more darker. Okay, correct only na? So our body pigmentation depends upon the light. Now in this time about pigmentation wise, I will give the one example. Here, which place having the long time duration of the light, such a place as organisms or human beings are having the black color skin. Nothing but equator place, temperature and light both. Equator places temperature also very more and light also very more. So based on these their skin color mean in the equator places organism skin color more darker. When you coming from the equator place to tropical after subtropical after polar, the pigmentation little bit dull. So that's why polar animals having the white appearance, something pale appearance. Okay va? So because of these light and temperature promotes the production of the melanin pigment. By the melanin pigment, pigmentation will causes. And then some of the animals reproductive activity also influenced by the light. So nothing but simply in this time I will say one example. Here snake breeding or snake meeting, that is it is a depends upon the Paurnami. So that reproductive activities events are influenced by the light. Correct only na? So several organisms their reproductive activities link with the light. And then come with the next one, biological rhythms. In the biological rhythms anna, rhythm means a systematic repeated activities are called as a rhythm. Nothing but our general life we are repeating the same activities in the regular intervals after sleeping, wake upping in the everyday work. That is one of the rhythm. So a living organism shows their activities in the regular intervals. That regular intervals onwards what they are exhibiting, that and all totally depends upon the light. For example, we are wake upping in the basis on the morning, sunlight is very more. If they are creating artificial darkness means and the artificial darkness promotes our intensity to the sleep, because of we are not yet get that light intensity. So basing on the light intensity our wake upping. Okay, so here biological rhythms, our body activities, not only our all living organisms body activities, there I mentioned circadian means which are the activities are repeated in the regular 24 hours intervals, that is a circadian. And circannular, circ means circular way, annular means annually repetitions. Okay, by the monsoons, by the seasonal variations, some of the flowers are start to blooming in the winter season, or some of the plants are start to blooming in summer season. That is a totally circannular. Or shedding of leaf in the, here I mentioned deciduous forest plants lose their leaves in the autumn. That is a circannular. Because of every annular autumn and season, the forest will be lose their leaves. That is one of the circannular activity. So these are all biological rhythms. Okay, either animals or plants, their body activities are regulated by the light. So that is under biological rhythms. Then come with the next one, movement of organism. Our movement of organism also influenced by the light. Here some of the organisms will be moved in the daytime, more activeness. Moving means nothing but more activeness. So which organisms can more active in the daytime, that organisms we called as a diurnals. Here I didn't write, but already in the previous class we discussed about this one, diurnals. Okay, we are the diurnals. But some of the organisms they are active mode in the night time. Okay, nothing but owl and dog. These and all more active in the night time than the daytime. Those and all we call the nocturnals. Nocturnal. Nocturnal means night-time active mode activity animals, and then diurnal means daytime active mode containing animals. So movement of organism. Here very most important thing, movement of organisms, two type of movements. One is phototaxis, another one is photokinesis. Phototaxis mean that phototaxis tells about directional movement. Directional movement anna how the organism is moving towards of light sources or far away from the light sources. So here phototaxis tells about the orientation. Orientation means here nothing but now I will say Nana, I am focusing that on laser light on that board. Your looking appearance on the which place I am focusing, that one tells about orientation. So here that organism movement whether light sources are far away for the light sources. Now in this time one best example Nana, and one or raining season time, rain fall down after that day or next day, lot of small insects will come to houses in which place is our tube light or lighting sources are there. That is positive phototaxis. That mean insects will be moves towards of the light sources. That is the positive directional phototaxis. Sometimes some of the organisms far away from the light sources. For example, you have to do one experiment. Take the one torch light and then focus on the cockroach body. That cockroach body will be far away from the light sources because that is the negative phototaxis. Whatever it is, here phototaxis tells about the directional movement. That means organism what directional it will moving, whether light sources towards of light sources are far away from the light sources are. If it is towards of light sources it is a positive phototaxis. Far away means it is a negative. Okay, these based questions in the neat phototaxis. And then one more type of movement of organisms, that is photokinesis. That photokinesis tells about non-direction. Here we does not discuss about the direction. We are discussing about the how much fast rate of movement. In this time, based on the intensity of the light, organism will shows the fastness. Organism will shows the fast movement. Nothing but here I will give an example. In the any marriage occasions time, when you went to marriage occasions, somebody cameramans will be come nearby with focusing light. On that time you are very fastly moving far away from that focusing light because of that camera focusing light intensity is very more. On that time you are not at give the importance whether I am moving the far, near or far, longer, left side or right side, that and all not necessary. Simply you will move very fastly. That is nothing but rate of movement, photokinesis. In this time, photokinesis time also I will tell one physics example. That is example is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy tells about the which is the movable things, that tells about the kinetic energy. So here photokinesis tells about the how much rate of movement, I mean fastness of the movement. Okay, that is about movement. So organism movement also influenced by the light. Okay, then metabolic rate of organisms. That metabolic rate of organisms also influenced temperature and light. Okay, about metabolic rate I will tell one example. In the summer season our metabolic rate is very fast, and winter season our metabolic rate is very less. So that is the reason in the summer season we felt oftenly hungry feeling comparing with the winter season. So when the metabolic rate is very fast, automatically what we ate and that and all everything will be consumed very fastly. So that is a reason in the summer season we are having the more hungry feeling, because metabolic rate very more in the summer, because of that summer having the more light intensity. Okay, and then in the light based on the wavelength, VIBG or visible light we know. Along with that some of the harmful wavelength containing rays we know, ultraviolet rays. These ultraviolet rays divide into the three categories: UVA, UVB, UVC. Here, based on the wavelength 320 to 380 UVA and 282 and 320, that is a UVB, and 100 to 280 nanometers. Nm means nanometers. That will based on their wavelength they are classified. Here first UVA and first next UVB, these and all not at much more problematic to the humans, okay, or organisms, but these UV rays C, okay, which are having a very less wavelength UV rays are causes the harmful to the organism, that only causes the cancer. Nanna understand in this chapter, in this side headings, how light is shows the influence on the organisms, that we seen. What are the different type of biomes we discussed here.